EVE Audio just dropped their new EXO series, and today we are looking at the largest monitor in the lineup, the EXO 28. If you are familiar with EVE Audio, they are well known for their Air Motion ribbon tweeter and their DSP. Those two are still present in the EXO lineup, but we have a couple of major improvements when it comes to acoustic design, connections. Today we are going to break down the specs, talk about the changes, but also talk about how the speakers sound, because at the end of the day, this is what matters. When it comes to the design, as you can see here, this is a two-way. We have the 8-inch woofer right here, and this is different from the previous series, the SC. This is aluminum coated. Also, the tweeter is new, specifically designed for the new range. The first big difference is with the tweeter. Now we have a big waveguide. This will help with the stereo image and how the speaker sounds. The frequency response on the EXO 28 is 37 Hz to 24 kHz. So we have almost a full range system in a pretty small package. The max SPL is 126, so they go pretty loud. So if you have like a bigger room, they can fill that up really nicely. This room is around 25 square meter, and I have no issue with the power and the frequency spectrum on the 28. When it comes to analog connections, we have XLR and RCA unbalanced. Then one big plus, and I think this is huge, is the fact that we have digital connections. I think all DSP powered speakers should have digital connections. We have PDIF, and we can connect the speakers directly to our interface if our interface has that type of output. This will keep the conversion to a minimum, and we can integrate speakers in a different way. For example, in my home studio, I'm running a Trinov Nova that has PDIF out. I can just connect the PDIF out from the Nova to the speakers without doing an extra step of conversion. I think that's pretty great. Specs are great on paper, but the important thing is how those specs translate in a real life scenario. So here are just a couple of things that really matter with the EXO 28. The first thing is that the new waveguide is a major upgrade. One critique of the AM2 tweeter without a waveguide is the fact that the sweet spot was pretty narrow. So you have this sort of changing, shifting effect when you are moving or tilting your head, which is, let's call it, unpleasant. Also, without the waveguide, the frequency range where the crossover is happening can struggle a bit. The new waveguide on the EXO 28 fixes that. And you can also see that we have curved edges, so it works in tandem with the entire design of the speaker. This design reduces edge diffractions, and it creates a much bigger, much wider and more uniform sweet spot when it comes to the listening position. This means that you will get a tighter stereo image and less frequency coloration when you are moving your head around in the sweet spot. The second thing is the fact that EVE Audio always leaned into DSP, and all their speakers have DSP. With the EXO series, I think they are moving in the right direction, bringing that DSP into the modern age. You get an OLED screen in the back, so the smart knob that we had for so many years in the front is gone. We have an OLED screen in the back with a similar knob, and from there we can control everything speaker related. We can adjust EQ, filters, delays, and all other settings. But more importantly, with the Ethernet connection on the back, we can control the speakers from the network. The EVE app is not yet released, but I think that's going to be a major step, and we'll be able to control any settings on the speakers right from the sweet spot without having to go in the back. Levels, EQ, all the settings right from the sweet spot. One standout feature on the EXO 28 when it comes to the sound is the massive and punchy low end. I was really surprised when I first got to hear the EXO 28. The low end goes down to 37 and that can shake a room. I actually feel that with the EXO 28 you don't really need a subwoofer. I think they go pretty low and you can hear what's actually happening in the low end. I've already mixed and mastered a couple of tracks on the EXO 28 and they translate beautifully without any issue, especially in the low end. The top end is really EVE sounding. It's open, it's bright, but it's not harsh. It's controlled, you can pinpoint elements in the top end. If you get the top end sounding right on the EXO 28, then it will sound good on other systems. The mid-range is not something I can complain about. It's good. I can make tweaks when it comes to vocals. I can clearly hear what's going into that frequency range. Can it compete with a three-way system? Of course not. But for a two-way, the mid-range is great. Who is this speaker for? The EXO 28. Coming in around 900 euros, I think that's the price. This is a serious investment for any studio. The EXO 28 sits perfectly between near field and mid field, and if you are a serious mixing engineer or mastering engineer, producer, and you need a lot of low end but also critical details when it comes to the top end, I think the speakers are great. You should put the EXO 28 on your list because with the addition of the proper waveguide, the sound is just impeccable. Also, if you are working Dolby Atmos, these speakers are designed for that with the digital connection, Ethernet port. Also, you have mounting points so you can place them on the walls and ceilings. These are the EXO 28. If you need bass, but not that flabby type of bass, you need punch in the low end, you need clarity in the mid-range, and you need details in the top end, you should take a look at the EXO 28. With the addition of the waveguide, now the stereo image is much tighter, less coloration, like I've said. With the addition of the digital inputs and the Ethernet port, this can evolve, and in the future with the release of the app you can control the speakers. They are meant for Dolby Atmos. Also, we have mounting points. It's just a beautiful speaker, and I think it's the right direction for EVE. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to subscribe, drop a like. Thanks for the support, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.